Good evening. Welcome. For those, I'm Emma Goddard, and you'll find me at coastalcrafter.com. I was here live on Friday evening. But if you are used to seeing me on a Sunday, I've been away for a number of weeks, and so this is my first Sunday back from my holidays. We were away on our family holiday, and we are just back into kind of routine this week a little bit. Getting there. My husband was back to work the last few days, and I'm back to work Tuesday. So I've got one more day and then back to normal routine. So how are you all doing? Good, I hope. Karen, my throat is husky. It's not sore, just husky. I spent last night coughing a lot. So it's holding out at the moment, but I've got a lemon sip in here. So no tea or coffee for me. So hopefully that'll see me through. I was just on a previous Zoom with some friends, and I was chatting away, and I probably shouldn't have been. I should have been resting my voice. Nancy, you got it all set up. Good. She said, hi, I'm from my new computer. Good, you got it all sorted. Not too stressful, I hope. Hopefully it was all right. So I got my, if you didn't see the unboxing, I've done my unboxing on Friday. Worked my way through all the gorgeous papers and stamp sets. I'll put everything away now. I've got stamp sets on my shelf and my papers are away. So the mini catalogue, the September to December mini catalogue, goes live on the 6th of September. So we've got a few weeks to go. But I've got some of the products already in my craft room. So I asked some of the girls I was just chatting to, I was like, I'm not sure what to do with my live. Should I do current product or should I do from the new? And they said from the new. So I'm going to do Modern Garden. I didn't purchase the punch for this one, but I suspect it will be an addition later. I did, however, get the papers, which are lovely. They're kind of heavy print florals. Let me share some of those. There you go. That's one side, and then there's kind of stripes and plain and spots on the other. So really useful papers. So that's where I'm at. I have done a little bit of crafting today. I've got a card to go out on my blog tomorrow, and it's also my son's birthday, so I have been making him a birthday card. But other than that, I haven't done a huge amount of crafting this weekend. I made the berry Christmas cards as well. I have done more than I thought. I've slept since St. Paul. They've gone out in my catalogue. I really like those. I haven't got any to show you, but they were. Go check out my Instagram reel. They are on there with the berry Christmas. So Karen says, I love the papers, but suspect after this live I will want the stamp set too. Right, let's get making. Because if I'm making, there's more making and less chatting. Excuse me, coughing. I do apologise. I will do my best not to be coughing in your ear. It's not pleasant. We'll try and take gentle sips of my drink. Right, okie dokie. So I've pulled some colours out. I didn't get the stamp set, I'll get it before the. Yes, I'm doing a class on this one a little bit later. I'm doing it towards the end of November, so 24th, 25th of November. I'm doing a class with this set because by that point I kind of figured at the very end of November most of your Christmas cards will probably have been made, although there is a poinsettia in this set. But it's a nice mix of Christmas and or birthday, so it doesn't have to be festive. you've got enjoy your special day, best wishes for a fun-filled future together, it's your birthday, and then wishing you the warm blessings of Christmas. So I thought some nice, it's your birthday is nice sentiment, and the best wishes, I like the font on that. And then just some bold flowers. So let's do a little bit of stamping some of these out. Now, I was going to be inspired by my top for the first card. I thought I might go on, I'm tempted to go on vanilla, but then I always reach for white, so it might be the white. Let me grab, let's just do a little bit of stamping to see where we get to, and then we'll go from there. But I had my bright Calypso Coral nail varnish on not very long before I came on live, and as I was chatting to the girls, I was madly trying to get my nail varnish off. So I've done not too badly, considering it was so bright. But it's the worst getting that off. I love having my nails done, but having it taken off again. Ugh. Judy, my voice is rough. You are quite correct. I am feeling a little on the worse for wear side, but you know, it's fine. I'm in my home. I've got my own bed. I've got Lemsip. I'm fine. There's nothing worse than being away and not feeling particularly well. So thankfully, I was all right while we were away on holiday. Right, I'm getting all the little stamps loaded up. I'm not going to do the poinsettia stamps just because I'm not feeling the Christmas vibe quite yet. Sue says, as long as it's cold rather than COVID. Who knows, Sue, because I haven't done a test, so it could well be. But, you know, we'll be fine. Right, let's should do a little test, really, just so I know. Right, there we go. We've got all the stamps laid out. So I thought I'll stamp in. I've got Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight, and Boho Blue. As I say, inspired by my top. So we've got all this floral print, heavy floral print on there. Did you say you had COVID? Oh, at least I know exactly. Cough and cold after me. We went out to Screen on the Green. It's something they have every year down on the green, local to where we are. They have a big outdoor cinema showing of a film. And we took all our snacks down, and we took our camping chairs, and we were all ready and sat down, set up, and had our blankets and all of that kind of jazz. And about 20-25 minutes in, I was coughing because it was cold and the damp air had set me off. So unfortunately, we cut that short and came back home, and I sat with a warm blanket on the sofa, and we watched a film on the sofa at home instead, which wasn't quite the same, but you know, better that than aggravate it. So I got words wrong. Shaz. Yes. Let's do, should we do this one? It's Misty Moonlight. just going to fill this page actually. I'm just going to, oops, missed stamp that. Let's do some lighter boho blue. So this is boho. Oh, these gorgeous. Right. So I think we're nearly there. Should we do some middles to these flowers now? This is bigger. So if we go light blue, so boho blue in the middle of those. And do the darker blue and which is your favourite blue? If you could only have one blue, which blue would you pick? Would you pick Tahitian Tide? Would you be Blueberry Bushel? Would you be Night of Navy? Which would be the blue if you could only have one blue? I think I might stamp some of them as dots as well. I quite like that. Could do maybe do some little blue dots as accent. Stacey says Misty Moonlight. Claire's Tahitian Tide. That's quite vibrant, isn't it? Nice. I think I'm with you, Judy. I'm Team Night of Navy. I think I could only have one. Oh, goodness, I couldn't pick, but I think. Let me. I don't know. They're just random dots. They're not really. I should have done leaves or something, but you know, we've gone dots now. There. That's nice. It's getting there, isn't it? Getting there, getting there. Let's do some of these in these like little starburst bits. I mean, I think they're meant to be infills for the others, but that's okay. I'm going to go separate. And I will put a few of them around. Sorry, apologies. I'll try and catch the mute button as I off. My apologies. I should have started karaoke in the other room, I think. Paul says I couldn't have just one, 2 minimum. What would be your 2, Paul? If I let you have 2, what would they be? Right, let's go. Here's a little gap filling there. And here, just on those edges. I need to stop at this point. Do we like that? It's like a DSP, isn't it? So should we put some boho blue and yeah, they are like the best of friends, aren't they? Boho and Misty Moonlight. They go well so beautifully together. Sarah says late to the party. The set is new in the September-December mini, and it is called Modern Garden. It's the set, so I'm using all the bits and bobs from that. Apart from the background, I haven't thought what I'm going to do with that now. We could. I was wondering whether I blend a little bit of extra ink over that or whether to leave it with the crisp white. Decisions. I'm tempted to put a little bit of blending on it. I don't know whether it's going to ruin it. Boho. Well, not ruin it, but change it from what it is. Let's try. Let's do a little. just around the edges, just to soften it. I'm not going to go too heavy. I don't want to go too much. I like the white. I quite like that, just being kind of ombre actually, but I might go around the edge. Marcia says don't blend, and I've already started blending, too late. Sorry. So also said everyone's saying leave it, and I'm busy not looking at your comments and busy chucking ink on it. Oh, it could look good like panels, couldn't it? That's probably enough. I don't want to go too dark around the edge, but it just gives it a little something. Not all over. Right, we need we could get a couple of cards out of this, couldn't we? If we sliced it, we could go just sort of slice it and have a half panel. What could we do? Just having a look at some of my dies. We could deckled rectangles, deckled circles. What have we got? Could do some leaves, faux tile. Could kind of, yeah, that's a nice idea, Paul. We could kind of grid it, couldn't we? If I took some out of the middle, we could have it grid. That's a nice idea. I'm going to take you up on that. Let's try that. I need the edge pieces though, so I need to keep the edges, don't we? So if I go, what is this? How many inches is this? 4. So if I go, one, and go 2. What did I just do? Turn that around that way. Go 3 and 4. So I have cut that to 15/16 of an inch because it was 4 inches wide, or 10.2 centimeters. That's the same measure, but those strips are 15/16 wide. And then if I tip those that way and do the same, that's not exactly joining up because I've taken a gap out of that middle bit because I should have blended afterwards, but hey ho. Right, let's keep that in order. And I want to take the bottom piece because the blending is there. This is a fun puzzle, isn't it? We like a fun puzzle. Right, let's do the bottom there. That way, and then I'm gonna cut. That way. I need to make sure I just put these in place as we go, otherwise it's going to be a whole mess. Let's do that one. So again, I'm cutting at 15/16 and place them like that, and then we'll get a couple more cuts out of this. And And then one more cut with a little bit of, move that up. This suddenly looks like a lot of pieces. My goodness. And that one. Whoop. And that one. These are not so easy to cut straight like this. There. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so we've got our bits. Breaking out the 16th. I know. And Chris said I was going to score it. Nope, I've cut it. Too late now. Cut it. Funny. Right, let's do... Will this all fit back on? I don't know. This might not be one for gluing it all together. I'm going to use some tape in a minute. It's going to look like a dodgy tile job. It's going to... Oh, that's not long enough. Meh. Was my paper too big to start with? I bet it was. Meh. Well, we'll just have to go with maybe a smaller portion. I might go, let me go there. I might ditch some of this and just go with a square piece in the middle and blend the edges. I'm going to lose that bit and I'll keep them for something else. Gone. Out of here. Let's do a little bit of tape. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep them in order. I'm just going to line them up so that they've got a nice gap. And then Paul said faux tile. I created actual tiles. All right, we'll pick. Oh, missed. So this is my tape. There we go. One. Let me leave that there a minute. Take that back down. So this is Scotch tape, which is removable. It needs to be the removable tape, otherwise it will tear. But I find personally that or post-it note tape, so one or the other. But the Scotch tape has a little blue middle to it, and I don't get any kind of, what's it? I'm not an affiliate of it or anything like that, but I just find the tape particularly useful. I use it a lot. That tile needs to move over a touch. This is my new pressing seal. I do. I think the trouble with pressing seal, I think, is too much in one go. But I do have some pressing seal actually. Right, let me pick those up. And put those. You're probably thinking, I'm sure this card will turn out nice, but I cannot be bothered to do that. Possibly. Right, we could pop them on dimensionals. That would add an extra layer of fun, wouldn't it? All right, let's not. Let's glue those. Okay. Edge one is nice and easy. Put those down. And this row. That one. Oh. That one there is just slightly squint. I'm going to move it. There we go. There, and then these four, final four, go on there. Right. There we go. This tape is awesome. So handy. There, put that to one side. And then I'm going to trim. This is a big score. Right, let's do edge on that and edge on that side. We can pop that up. I wonder if it could pop up. Actually, it might look nicer. I've got white here, but I think it will look nicer on a navy or a boho blue square. Let's do excuse me, navy. Cute. That'd be nice, just random. I'm not going to get rid of them. They'll be just random tiles for something else. Right. Could do. I wonder if we do some embossing on the background. Might just leave it plain. Right. It's your birthday, or best wishes for a fun-filled, or enjoy your special day. I like that. Your patience amazes me. Oh, bless you. Oh, Alexa's decided to join the party. I could put that. Got to be white embossed, hasn't it? Let's do a bit of embossing. I feel like I've gone already so far down the road, Diane. I was like, right, I've got to see this through. Got to do the tiles. It could have just been a panel. It probably would have looked just as good just as a panel, but never mind. Right, it would help if I ink this up. As your lady in the corner joined in too. I'll stop saying the name, otherwise it sets them all off. Sorry. Oh, he's funny. Start asking questions. Let's do not bad. So, enjoy your special day. Let's heat this up. Oh, is it 6 a.m. with you, Diane? Yeah, definitely not coffee required before this. Hi, Alison. Sarah says, did you get the punch? Not sure. I seem to work on it. Yeah, I opted to not buy the punch at this point. I kind of was like, I felt I had enough sort of stitched labels and things like that. I was different with the round edge, but I'm sure it'll end up going into my basket at some point, but I held off at this point. I went stamp set only, along with 101 other things. So me not buying the punch was me being good. That was my restraint, not buying this punch and not buying the snowflake punch. And that was me being restrained, which is ridiculous. But yeah. because I didn't buy the punch. I held off. I was being good. I'm sure I'm going to see some lovely stuff done with it as well, but there we go. Right, that's going to sit on there. I'm just going to put that across. I don't want it across the middle gap. I'm going to have it across there, I think. So let's go with a little zhuzh of that. These foam pads are perfect for sentiments. I know they're a bit higher. They're a bit more raised, but I'm going to go across there. I feel like it needs something. Look at this navy. We can have this navy ribbon. Oh my goodness. This navy ribbon is just heaven. I wonder if we could have that peeking through. Maybe too much. Too much? Not sure. It's kind of nice. Keep the ribbon. Kind of a swoosh across there. This is when you need an extra pair of hands. Ugh. I like that, I think. Kind of gives the background something, doesn't it? And if I put it on a white base, let's go. Extra on here. On there, there's enough space for it to ribbon to stick out either side. Could bring in a few gold doodahs. So these are the Blooming Pearls, and they come in these pinky, greeny colours. So they go with the papers and stuff, but there's these lovely gold dots on there. So we have a little couple of gold doodahs. I'm trying to carefully not stick it deliberately not stick it in the centre of the flower, because I think once you stick it in the centre of one flower, you then go down a bit of a rabbit hole, don't you? Sticking them in hundreds of the centres of flowers, and or kind of like, where do you stop? So not that is nice. Right, let's do white base, and then we'll make another one. I've got do some water colouring. Do you like it? Thank you. It's a bit of a, we got there in the end, didn't we? Took a little while. And I've got some leftover squares to do something with. And I will not be puzzling them back together to fit. They're going to be randomly thrown onto a card in some way or another. There, enjoy your special day. Be nice for a little anniversary or wedding card, actually. I think in the navies. So there we are. One card done. Let's do a bit more colourful. Let's do a bit of a retro colourway. I had pulled out, where was it? Misty, don't know. So I pulled some colours onto my desk in preparation, and I had pulled these colours. So Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Calypso and Wild Wheat. Kind of taking some inspiration from the papers. So I thought we could watercolour maybe with some of those and then add some flowers on the top. So that was my thought. I have missed watercolouring. I've missed crafting actually. I took no crafts with me, just had a holiday, just had a complete break. There was no time for crafting. We were running around Disney parks and Universal and seeing family and seeing friends, and it was wonderful, but definitely no crafting took place. So I used Modern Garden. Holly came in late, so we're using the new stamp set from the mini. It is page, if you have a copy of the catalogue in your hands, page 54. It starts on page 52. It's Garden Walk Suite, and the stamp set is called Modern Garden. So that's where you can find it. I'll grab my water paint brush. Might need to get a little bowl of water. Good morning, Australia. Good morning, Joan. Right, let me pick which way we're going to do these colours. Let's do blue first. And I might need to get an ink refill out. I do need to just grab a small bowl of water. I'll be 1 second. Just through the other door into my kitchen, but I forgot to grab one before I came on live. So I'm going to use the big brush and we're just going to swoosh some lines. So I'll show you where I've got this inspiration from in a moment. It was something we purchased on holiday actually. Yeah, so once that is dried, I will then add some more. Donna just joined, just working out what I need to take with me for holiday. Oh, I know, packing decisions. Right, let's get some wild wheat. Some wild wheat going on that brush, and we'll follow the lines mostly. It's kind of fun just to throw some colour down. I'm going to go back with some more blue in a bit because I don't think that's quite dark enough. These lines aren't wibbly enough for my liking, but never mind. Just going to go with the flow. So we bought some. We went to my brother-in-law goes to Sam's Club in the States for bits and pieces, and we went with them one morning and to pick up some bits and pieces, and they had these amazing camping blankets, and I was like, oh, they look so snuggly and so lovely. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to fit them in the case, and then I decided that I would make them fit. So we bought one each for just general garden use, for camping, for kind of just comfy blankets. But I'll show you the outside of one and you'll see exactly where I'm getting this inspiration from. So, oh, going a bit wibbly wobbly. Me being tired. All right, let's do, that'll do. Try and keep that line fairly smooth. I'm not worried about crossing over, like if the colours kind of mix a little there, that's okay with me. I'm okay with the blending. And then very retro, very not my go-to colours, I don't think, but you know, it's good to do different stuff sometimes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Right, let's do Petal Pink. I need Wendy says that you had a great holiday in Florida. It was wonderful, Wendy. It really was wonderful. You can and let's heat this. The temperature was so hot. It was I have to say, I loved it. I loved it. I didn't mind at all. But it was a tad warm. It was in the high 30s. So someone might need to do the translation on that, but it was hot. It was hot. So that is Petal Pink. I am going to get the Misty Moonlight ink refill because I want this to be a little bit darker. And squeezing the ink pad onto the doodah was not giving me as much ink as I wanted. So going to come back over that, which is much better. It goes I definitely could have been more swooshy with these lines, but kind of look like hills rather than they are what they are. Right, there we go. So my thought was, once I had this, I thought we could then heat emboss in some white over the top. So I'm going to grab the flowers and put some flowers over the top. I commented or said somewhere, I'm not sure how my voice will hold out. It might end up being a silent movie by the end of it, this live. So let me show you before I finish the card, but let me show you this. This was the outside of our blanket. I'm going to bring as much of it onto the screen as I possibly can. But here it's all sort of stuffed inside, but can you see these big bold? I wanted it more overlapping, but can you see where I've got the inspiration from for having those kind of sweeping lines in those colours? Inspiration can honestly be anywhere. I love looking at fabrics, particularly bedding, dresses, clothing, magazines, all that kind of stuff, just for jumping off points with things. So let's do this flower, I think. I'm hoping I'm going to heat emboss these sort of one at a time. That's clear. I don't want the clear. That won't work. dried properly. That is really annoying. Right, I'm going to wipe that off and see if we can try again. Whether that'll work or not, I don't know. We can but try. Right, let's try that again. So let's try this side. White embossing. That's much better. And then let's do get a dry brush. Right, let's heat these. I don't know how much I'm loving this card. I'm gonna persevere with a few more bits of stamping, but it might end up being an abandoned background. We'll see. Trust the process, they say, don't they? Trust the process. See, and that says it looks interesting, which is AKA that looks odd. No. It does. It looks odd. I'm not sure. Not the thing I was going for is probably where I'm at with this. I wanted it to look, in my head, this looked completely different. Yeah. I blame my cold and go, ugh, I feel horrible. Right, let me see if I can get some more little flowers. Sarah says add some ribbon and a bit of bling. How big does the ribbon need to be to cover it? Can it be rescued? That is the question. Can it be rescued? I'm wondering. Can we? I love your faith. I love your faith that I can rescue this somehow. We need some white. We need more white flowers off the page. Cover it in flowers and it'll be absolutely fine. My drink is running out. Right, let me grab some. Where can we get some little... These flowers, are they going to do what I want them to? These are... They're not the right flowers. I want some flowers. Oh, you can go. I want some of these flowers to be punched out, maybe cut out, and then, right, can you hear the cogs going? Right, let's go do a couple of these. Oh, that was nearly my water, nearly my painting water going over. Okay, let's do some white. And we'll do wild wheat centres. I should clean that dot off properly, really. Smaller one. Right, you can't really see these, but I promise they are there. And once we cut these out, a bit of fussy cutting is going to rescue a card, isn't it? It's got to. Oh, Lordy. Wanted to send me away on holiday again. Go away and come back. Try again. Try again. All right, let's see if we can scooch. I don't know. And they're kind of like heat embossed. Oh, I don't know. These are making it worse. I'm just going to put a big sentiment panel over the middle and hide it all. Surely that's gonna. Can we? I wonder what. I've got the Enjoy Your Special Day in Navy heat emboss, but I don't think that's going to go. That's going to be too small a sentiment. Nancy says you're great. Oh, bless you. Bless you all. It's nice to see it go wrong, isn't it? It happens often in my craft room. It just nice that I can share it with you live. It's like I planned it. Right. These look kind of cool, glossy, don't they? They look funky. Funky flowers. Add 1, 2, 3. We have a banner across there. Excuse me. And do maybe leaves. These are going to rescue most things, aren't they? The middle. Joanna says it hasn't gone wrong. Nothing wrong with it. Bless you. Bless your heart. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Let's do. Oh, I'm just trying to trim that down a ticky bit, just so it's not quite so wide, but kind of fun, like chunky. You want it like, I want it sort of retro, but I want those flowers. I might do some more white flowers. Paper for, oh, I know there's flowers in there, Paul. That's a great suggestion. Let's see. I wonder if there's anything on the paper we could pull out as well, because we could pull some stuff out from the paper and chop out some of the flowers from here. I just don't know if they're quite the right colours. I'm thinking not. I'm looking for my paper florist dies. They'll be here somewhere. There it is. That's got some cool retro stitch leaves, actually. They could be cool. We're going to have everything on this that's not the modern garden by the time we finished. Those ones are kind of nice as well. Maybe cut a few of them in white. The good job is you can always give up and come back on the replay. You can multitask and then come back at the end and see what I've actually decided to do with it. I think the thing is, when you're creating, this is what, you know, we don't all just suddenly produce a card, do we? We do go through this process in our craft rooms anyway, so it's perfectly, it would be crazy to think that we don't play around and move stuff and change our minds and grab another 20 dies or stamp sets to kind of get our finished product. Let's see. They kind of look cool. I feel like I could just do the background slightly again and ditch that heat embossing, because I really quite like these daisies. I think they're really nice. Maybe a couple of yellow ones. I've coloured quite a lot of the yellow. Yeah, I think so. I could blend them a little bit, couldn't I? Wild wheat. What about? Let's add. I'm going to do a white dot in the middle of that one. Look, that sits on there nicely. Could do a nice white dot on that. That's not bad. Not bad. Let's get rid of that, and then let's do some die cutting of this leaf. I'm going to kind of keep the focus of it up in that corner, actually, and then that way we can maybe add a bit of twine to the rescue. Maybe some twine will rescue it. I kind of like the colour. I like the colours. I kind of like the retro vibe, but it's just something's not quite sitting right with it. I'm sure it's one of those ones, actually, if I left on my desk and came back to it, it wouldn't be too bad. Or if I came back to it in the morning, I'm sure it would be fine. Sometimes when you start overlooking things, like you're looking at too much. Let's put that there. 1, 2. I'll do something with that flower in a minute with a gem in the middle. Maybe one more leaf. Do that one. And maybe grab. This is a slightly softer flower, I think. So this is a different flower from the Paper Florist dies. It's a 5 petal and just slightly softer in how it comes together. And there might be enough ink left on this just to give that enough wild wheat. It's a very strong colour, or can be. I don't know if Lizzie's on here, it's her favourite. Let's give that a little zhuzh. Okay, we are getting there, I think. It's coming together. I'm going to maybe put a few of them. I'm going to build that up actually. In there. Let's find a little white. What have we got that's white? That'll do. Clear enough. And let's do that. Let's not lose those dies. Oh, goodness, that would be a disaster. What a mess on my desk. What a mess, what a mess. Right, let's put that on with some dimensionals. Let's go slightly above so we're not covering quite so much of the wild wheat. Let's bring in some twine, because twine is always going to help. Let's bring in some lovely twine. All else fails, twine. And then we can, not looking so bad now the twine's there. Not looking too bad. Right, let's put those in. Let's grab our ever handy glue dots and grab those flowers. I like that on the top there. That one can hide that weird heat embossing. I mean, you know, if it can't be fixed with a few die cuts and some twine. Right, let's pull this. Not lose that die either. I mean, I didn't hate the colours. Like, the colours are lovely. It just like wasn't coming. In my head, it was doing something very different to what it was starting to do with the heat embossing. So Let's break that flour down. Judy says, it's looking really good. Bless your heart. For anyone who's stuck through this process, I thank you. Oh, goodness. See? It's getting there. Let's see. This needs to be a little bit shorter as well. Let's just pull those off. It's kind of getting there. Might do a bit of splattering. Throw a couple of gems on. Trust the process. Trust the process. Look. See. Get rid of this shabby mat again behind. Might not be so bad. Stacey says, love watching you create. Honestly, it's chaos sometimes, Stacey. Chaos. Right, let's do some more of these. Let's do some. Look at these. These are pretty. These are iridescent doodahs. They are adhesive back sequin trio. So you've got like a pearly, pretty peacock, and then there was a berry burst. There was berry burst, but I love them so much they're all gone. So I do have another packet, but I'm trying to use these up first. Okay. Can't really read that it says it's your birthday. I've hidden that. There. Splatters, blend splatters or water splatters or no splatters? Maybe some water splatters. Where's my kitchen towel? That's kind of cool. Like that. Get some on the navy. Oh, that was a bit heavy. Yeah, not too shabby in the end. Thank you for your help and suggestions. Let's put it onto a. Oh, should we just pop it on a white base for? Should we put it on a white base for ease? One less decision for me to make. Let's do that and that 10.5. So 14.8 by 10.5. I have scored that at. And that will just go on. It needs trimming down a little. Too tall. Too tall, too tall. Just about maybe a little more. I'm going to take a little off the navy edge, being careful not to cut those leaves. There we go. Let's stick that on. Got there in the end. Where's the extra daisy gone? There. We'll stick it on the inside. I could put it on. I think I might put it on the top. It's a shame not to use it. Well, that took a little while to come together, didn't it? But not too bad. Let me see if I can. I wonder if I could scooch that under there. That'll be all right. Let's do that. That was. I honestly thought that was going to end up in the bin. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your perseverance with me to see that through. And those Those daisies are cute. It's just white heat embossed on white and then cut out. And so and kind of gives them a glossy flower. And kind of then all up in that top corner because I abandoned the heat embossing partway through. It wasn't quite doing what I wanted it to. So there you go. If you were here for the beginning, then the card I made to start with was tiles. I didn't make life easy for myself tonight. I was chopping up bits of tiles and trying to piece them back together, and then I've gone like retro heat embossing, but I'm pleased with what we've ended up with. Actually, they're 2 fun cards, so hopefully you like them too. I'll happily receive it and display it. Bless you. Thank you so much for joining me. Where am I? I am here. I will be back next Sunday with another live for you. It's been lovely to be back and crafting again. I need to get back in the groove, I think, but not too bad in the end. And I think I mentioned on my unboxing video, my classes are now out and scheduled. I've got some classes for October and November that are on my blog, coastalcrafter.com. And if you just go to the homepage, there's a big button that says classes, and then it will take you over to all the classes I have. I'd love you to join us. They're open worldwide, and you don't have to necessarily be available on the day, as much as it's lovely to have you live. There are recorded videos, so you can watch them back at your own pace as well. So it's lovely to be back, Joanna, and I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful week, and stay safe and well, and hopefully my throat will be better by next week, and I will be back with you again. Take care. Bye everyone.